Ucho, Nico Halia Kushika Shika Dada. What up, man? It's your boy Navio chilling with the one and only Cookie Promotions. Keep it locked, baby. Yeah. Yeah, well, this journey's been amazing, fulfilling. This journey has been productive. This journey has been completing family. This journey has been full of ups, less downs, and I'm glad to be home, with better material. I'm glad to be home with better material. I'm glad to be home with, my family. I'm glad to be home, basically doing what I do best, and closing out the year, in a strong way. I think whenever you go out, people are always wondering, what's going to happen, and I want to send a big shout out to my fans, man, because the amazing support and wave of support that I got from the wedding to the completion of the album to the songs that I've just dropped on the way coming back, it's been amazing, man. So big up to everyone who's been supporting. But yeah, I was out in Sweden. We also did a bunch of dates in the States, back and forth between the States, back to Uganda, back to Europe, then finished off with the show in Amsterdam to finish off the tour. So we did maybe about 30 or so shows around, at the same time as gaining knowledge and know-how, and so I'm dying to get back on stage in Uganda and kind of bring this new Navio to the stage in Uganda, because home is home at the end of the day. So yeah, man, it's good. Finally landed in Tebe Airport, and I already feel like home, man. Need to go and get some fish and chips and basically get back to studio. I also brought back the masters for the album, so I have the complete mastered version of the album. We went with a couple of the people at Audio One, and they flew into Sweden and worked with Swedish people. So we finished the album. It's sounding amazing. The album is called Strength in Numbers, Sin, and I have that with me as well. I won't tell you which bag has it, which in case people want to steal the music, I won't tell you which bag has the music, but yeah, I have the masters for the album, so I'm happy about that, man, and I'm just ready to get to work.
Let's talk about the impact of the whole of the journey, from the family to work. Is there a refresher? How are we going to see that? Is it going to vividly reveal in our eyes, in our ears, in everything we see about the brand and all that?
Yeah, I think the impact of the journey is gonna definitely be felt. An artist, if you give him a seed, he'll make you a whole forest. You give him one seed, he'll plant you a forest. And so when you think about a seed being stuff like marriage, being stuff like completing an album at this level, you can kind of see that, okay, the forest that I'm about to plant is going to now continue for a lot of years. It's kind of like when I took a 3-month break right before I dropped in Jogereza. Took another 2-month break before I dropped Nawuliranga. Anytime I take breaks, I always come back stronger. So yeah, this journey also, I for the first time I wasn't just chilling, it was actually a working journey. So I was touring a lot, a lot of things I could put up, a lot of things we didn't want to put up because we want to save them for the DVD. But there was a lot of action that happened backstage, front stage, and I think the impact of that is going to be felt in Uganda. When the Navcorp brand, when we sit down for the first meeting, after this journey, it's going to be amazing. And yeah, man, thank you guys as well. I'm now a honest man, a married man in Uganda. So yeah, I'm happy to be back and share that with my family, which couldn't make it for the wedding, and the wedding itself was just crazy, it was just bananas. So yeah, get ready for that. All that action.
Since you have come back, do we accept 1%?
Yeah, I'm actually back to discuss that. We were supposed to originally do concerts for December. We had to actually come out of one or two of those contracts simply because the tour was taking too many dates. So we've been on tour with Michael Franti. We've been doing shows left, right, and center, and because of that, we had a contractual obligation on that side, and so it forced us not to be able to sign off and make a December show. But we're gonna sit down and see if we can still make that happen. At least something small, maybe a release for the guys, and then or it could be something big, but that's yet to be seen. Yeah, because we had to get Europe out of the way first and foremost. So yeah.
What about collaborations?
Yeah, collabos for the album. It's been pretty lit. Of course, we had Shay Shay from Nigeria. Of course, Ice Prince is on there already. Vanessa MD, as you've seen. Then we have Morgan Heritage on the album. Lay Lizzy, who's the most famous rapper from Mozambique. And yeah, the list goes on and on. I want to save a few surprises as well, but don't forget, of course, the crew's on there, man. Flex the Paper, The Myth, Kano does a lot of executive production on the album as well. So get ready to see a lot of stuff happening, and Bukim as well, was one of the consultants on the album. So there's a lot of action, a lot of people, who've kind of made it, what it is, and yeah, it's been pretty sick having all of that happen.
You were aware, there are some changes down here, especially with the UPRS. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, the changes. Someone, they said they were gonna brief me on it. Yeah. What's happening exactly?
You haven't heard anything?
Not too much. Not in detail. They said it was closing down.
They changed the management.
Masula.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, change is always good. Like I say, you need to have, new minds, fresh minds, and I just hope it was amicable. I hope he stepped aside, in a happy way, in an amicable way. I hope everything was discussed beforehand, because also we don't want enemies. Someone like Wasula has a lot of information that we're gonna need in the future. At the same point in time, there are a lot of new guys in the industry, who are hungry to show Uganda and get Uganda where it needs to be. So new management, I never think it's a scary thing. I never think it's a bad thing. I just think it's hopefully it should take Uganda music to the next level, a new level, and the level it deserves to be at. Because you think about everything that's happened here. MTV launches here. Some of the biggest shows, Trace, Bichi, they all launch here, and that shows that Uganda music is always a step ahead, until numbers from Niger take over. Yeah.
Has UPRS ever paid you?
UPRS have attempted to pay me in a scattered way at times. So yeah, we still need to get a lot of paperwork, I think, from UPRS to know exactly what's been played and what is outstanding. But yeah, UPS has attempted to pay me at times. Yeah, we just need to figure out the final sum with this new management. Yeah, it should be good.
Okay, great. So since your arrival, you dropped a song featuring the one and just steady.
Yeah.
In another one, which one are you teasing on right now?
Yeah. So we basically dropped Shake Your Body. An amazing song. Geo Steady came in, Icon Studios recorded it there. D1 of course flew in for that. That was crazy. Did the video with Henix Touch. Then of course Checho as well has just dropped, and that's my brand new heat, and that's doing amazingly. Tanzania, Kenya, that's one of those East African smashes. So we're really looking forward to see what that's gonna do. From there, it's anybody's guess. Like I said, the collabos on the album, they're a bunch, but and of course everyone's looking forward to the King Saha collaboration as well. So I'm gonna finish the year off, in perhaps the strongest style that I have, and yeah, get ready for that action. Yeah.
Welcome home.
Nice, good to be home. It was good. The journey was hands down the most professional, one of the most professional tours I've ever been on. And yeah, man, I was actually journeying with friends now. Michael Franti, it's not just someone. It wasn't just business. It was someone that I enjoyed being on tour with. Someone very free and someone very accepting. And someone very talented. So I think he sees the potential in the industry down here. Him and big companies, AEG, and we see the potential down here. Next thing, I was on tour with them. First, I was just guesting in his show, and then he gave me, a full set at the beginning of his show. So, yeah, it's been going good so far. And we did the last show in Amsterdam. Murder. Man.
Okay, good. You're in Uganda, but expected you to come along with someone else.
Yeah. One man.
Aliwa.
Let me apologize for saying very, 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 very sorry. I forgot my madam. She only travels business class. Yeah? First class. This plane only had business class, so we couldn't bring her. But she's no. She's a very humble lady. Nasimbwa is my princess, my queen, so I should say. It's unfortunate that we couldn't bring her. But she's going to be coming very soon. She just needs to wrap up things. When we've been living somewhere for 6 months, there's a lot of things to wrap up. So she'll be coming down, with the other 2 babies in a couple of weeks. Yeah, but we're moving, step by step. So I brought the big kids. She's gonna bring the small babies. Yeah, but she'll be here soon. So thank you guys so much for the wishes. She was so touched. We were both so touched, by the wishes that everyone sent for the marriage. It was amazing.
Navio, mu Luganda lwaki embaga eyo yali abantu balondemu batonotono? Lwaki wagitukweka? Wagitukweka?
Sikweka naye tukoze kwanjula naye badde bulungi. Badde over 1,500, 1,600 people. Everyone was there. The bagole, the cows, the chickens. We spent a lot of money, and now of course, half of her where she's from, Abazun. So we had to do something for that side as well. But there's going to be a part 3. Don't worry, there's going to be a part 3, and for that's going to be the Uganda chapter, and that's coming next year after. I'm not sure. So that means we're going to give you 3 weddings, not just one. Then the Kwanjula, which for me was the most important, and then we did something that side Europe, and now we're going to be coming back to Uganda. So get ready for round 3. They say good things happen in 3s, so get ready.
Navio, be spreading nti abantu bali 70 bali bameka ku mukolo? No, I think there were 85 people. We had about 40 people flying in. Australia, flying in from other places in Europe, flying in from the States. We had all the champagne and stuff flown in from States. So there was about 85 people at the event, but it was very small. That for Uganda is very small because if you think of the Kwanjula, 1,500. But yeah, sometimes you need to do things compact. But the Swedish efficiency, European efficiency. Plus, I have to save the money for releasing the album. Okay, mu Luganda Navio, lwaki walonda embaga gikolera mu studio?
Family ye bali bazungu, half of them. Bamita Nasimbwa home. So half family bali bazungu. I can't kidnap their daughter. Sisobola kukola embaga wano yeka. Kola Kwanjula wano yeka. See respectful those man. So but Kwanjula wano family and hers also. And then together wali tukole ne family abazungu wali tukole 3rd chapter wano fenna. And so that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it.
Navio, nga tumaliriza kakasa bannayuganda nti oli off the shelf. Kuba bagamba oba yali stunt oba byali biki oba tebabimanyaako.
Si badde off the shelf, badde mu creation process. Badde creation process. Obeera mu studio, obeera ne rhymes zo, obeera mu kiro otandika or writing rhymes, lyrics, obeera ku studio, obeera mixing, mastering. A Navio album, album that you see around. I got album of the year across the board, not only for hip hop awards, also high people awards. There's so many different awards. I've had album of the year for a reason. So when I go into album mode, I'm going to be a bit quiet. And also geography. It's not like Navio wasn't working, but I was actually working, and it's good actually. I think the ministry, the foreign ministry, should give me a job because I'm bringing so many dollars back to Uganda.
Tusubireyo
tusuubireyo akanako obugole embaga nti ewedde tusuubireyo ka baby embaga
yes translating that
Do you expect a baby?
no
expect
a baby just after the wedding.
Bridal baby.
Those are it's going to be a surprise, but for now I'm okay. They're already full. You have Nachimuli, you have Chisitu, you have Inteza, you have Chimuli again. So yeah, I think Uganda can say I've done my Fumbe clan, can say I've done my job there. Those four. But you never know. The future's bright.
Bana Uganda bakakasa nti wafumbiddwa bakimanye nti wawasiza.
Hey. So translate that again, sir.
I can assure Ugandans that you're now married.
Oh, okay.
Mu Luganda, Navio mu Luganda.
Okay, everyone goes. Sichanonya. Sichanonya mukazi. I'm now a stable man, and I'm happy about it. And I think Uganda, my music is going to be better for it. And she's the one I wanted, she's the one I wanted, and I got her finally. So it's a beautiful thing, and it doesn't happen often. So wherever they knew, wherever they need data for all your wishes. And let's keep it going. It's your boy Navio.
Yeah, I think it's been Ndoza. It's been 8 months. So, Bademu Uganda for Rahu, those concerts. Then I was in and out there. Went back on the tour with Michael Franti, see what they were. So I think it's been close to 8 months. Yeah. Fresh kid, man. Yeah. I call it man. Those are, everyone has a right to do what they want to do. At the same point in time, I've seen a lot of people start with music and then they end up training themselves in other things. They start with music and they go back to school. So I think school should always be involved in what he's doing when he's able. But music should start at any age. I started when I was 10 years old. But the music 10 years old. But the studio wano ulunguja ne hope mkasa. So I think any age is appropriate. But his school has to be involved. Education, he has to educate himself when he's ready. I'm sure a fresh daddy, and fresh mommy will know the right time, when he's making enough to put him back in school. I don't know if he's out of school. People told me he wasn't doing school, but both of them should run alongside career plus some sort of education. Yeah.
Would you love to do a collabo with him, singer Jana?
Yeah, fresh kid, why not, man? Fresh kid. If he comes, if the song is fresh, me, I'm of course the origin. I'm a fresh judge. Navio, I'm fresh judge of the industry. So why not keep the freshness going? New generation. I don't mind collabo. Yeah, to Korea. To Korea. To discussing. Managers have to talk fast. Yeah. Fresh daddy, fresh manager. With a fresh judge. Fresh daddy. Simud. Sure. Kale, I just came in. Let me hear his stuff also. Gena kubira CD maker. See what they want. I've just been thinking about the next show. So. Yeah, today discussing a concert because of course we got the contract to do the tour, but we're going to discuss the concert. Na album mpya eja bajita Strength in Numbers Scene of Uganda. So we're getting ready to release that, and that has a lot of collaborations Africa wide. Ne videos mpya Shake Your Body, ne Geo Steady Uganda wange Fumbe Clan Chigozi. So ne Geo Steady, ne nina Checho solo song, ne nina new one coming mpya ne King Saha dropping soon. So a lot of material, new material that's going to last until December discussing. We would sit down and see what to do about the concert, and yeah, but it looks promising, because at the end of the day, we've had 8 successful concerts. We have to make sure we do it the right way. Yeah, but we also had to make sure we did the American tour, got that contract out of the way. Now we are a free agent, so to call it.
Okay, briefly about that marriage. Was it a religious one, a customary one?
Yeah, so marriage, they were religious. So to the church, we're there. Protestant church, the church of Lobsterbrook, in the north of Sweden, and yeah, it was very, very, very official, and so yeah, we got married in Sweden. We already did the Kwanjula here, so it was already official, but then we added on that one. Then we might have a part 3, and your viewers, these viewers of course, which have stood by me, are going to be the first to know about it when it comes. So yeah, get ready for phase 3. Bigger and better back in Uganda. There was about close to 85, yeah, 40 from more outside countries, yeah, Uganda, Australia, the States, Viona. So yeah, I had some of my childhood friends, our gango, they were all there, and we had a good time. Yeah.
Okay. So we want to talk about of your friend of taking.
Oh, okay.
He was caught in the car,
taking
a video.
Yeah, man. I mean, these things happen. I think when you're trying to constantly push the envelope, kind of constantly do new things that people haven't seen. I think it's only a surprise because it's an African artist. When you see the average conscience Jamaican rude girl video, it's basically that crazy, if not a lot crazier. So yeah, he did a video, trying to, of course, shock people, and sometimes as an artist you don't know when you're going to over shock people. So I think he shocked the police, and the police acted, but there's not so much I can say about that. That's the type of video he wanted to shoot, and that's an artist's vision. That's not something that's not something you could do on the streets of Kampala either. I think in Kampala, people would, in 5 minutes the shoot would be over, but every artist has his own vision, and so yeah, he's still an amazing artist. Still made amazing hits, still got 50 million views on on a bunch of his different videos. So at the end of the day, it's just, yeah, man, respect. That's his own choice, and maybe he wanted police to stop him. That's another thing.
So what about how close are you with him? Because we saw you last year.
Yeah, me and Techno we're not super close. I think we come from maybe one step away, as far as I knew more the Wiz Kids and the Davidos as they were coming up more than the Technos. But yeah, we've shared a stage in a Jimmy Jat's event, and it's always just been cool, but I wouldn't say that we're super tight. Yeah, he's just one of those artists that you look and you see him do great things and you just respect it, So yeah, we're definitely cool, man. There's no issues. Yeah.
Okay, we see those videos for outside guys. They put ladies having things when they're like half naked, and they show those videos on their TV. So here, if you shoot that video like that, having some stuff like that, they ignore that video. So what do you talk about that?
Yeah, I think actually it's important to state this, that outside countries, they don't throw out the videos, they just do censoring of it. So they censor the video and then they still play it, so everyone still knows what's happening in the video. What you've seen happening sometimes here is a complete, they ban the video gets banned, for one reason or another. But yeah, at the end of the day, people have their own vision for what their artistry is, and you can never tell an artist what to do with their video. And and that's the beauty of being an artist, you know. So yeah, I think people should work more on the censoring, because artists can still release their video. YouTube is free. These platforms are still free. People are still going to see the video.
We see Ugandans, they are competing with those ones. For you, they refuse you. Because you cannot put your video outside like that.
Yeah.
Then you are competing with those ones.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they are higher than Ugandan music.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of Ugandan artists get pulled down by the system, but more the system of how we are able to engage people. You know, the amount of press, you know, that we can get, the amount of you know, just internet being slow is one of the biggest factors, you know, why we're hustling out here. You can't have it being 10 times more expensive than Nigeria or Tanzania and expect us to compete with those artists, you know. When you see us with like 300,000 followers, you know, you see Chameleon with over 1 million followers, just know that you can put that times 10. He would have 5 billion followers online. I would have no less than 2-3 million followers online. It's just the amount of accessibility for our local guys to get on those platforms. As soon as they can get on those platforms, they can get on, you know, online cheaply, upload their videos, Instagram, like they do in Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa. You know, we'll be on the same level. Because we definitely get even more love than a lot of these acts that are doing well online. You know what I mean? I've seen people in countries that they cannot even get 100 people to come to their show, but they have 1 million followers. What does that tell you?